probably tell. I played classical guitar for 8.5 years, and today I ask you to think about the ways we share and consume our music. Specifically, how musicians can take their music beyond traditional boundaries and out into the community, to more people in more places. And this doesn't just apply to music, but many other fields that need to be made more available. So first, let me start off with a little bit about myself. I've been playing classical guitar for 8.5 years, and I currently attend the San Francisco Conservatory of Music's pre-college division, where I study music with my teacher, Scott Cmiel. Also there, I play in an ensemble, sing in a choir, and take music theory classes every Saturday. I've played on the National Public Radio show From the Top, and I've also played in some public elementary schools around the Bay Area, as well as I've regularly played at the local senior center right here in Palo Alto, Channing House. So, enough about me. How many of you listen to music? Oh, as you can see, music is everywhere, and it's been that way for thousands of years. Music brings out emotions in people. Some songs make people happy, some songs make people sad. Some songs calm you down, some songs energize you. Music can also help you understand history through a different perspective, through the perspective of the composer. And in all, music is like a different language. It expresses thoughts and emotions using sounds, rhythm, pitch, and chords. So why should musicians take their music beyond the concert hall, put in all the effort to do so? Well, by tradition, concerts are typically held in fancy venues, such as Davies Symphony Hall and the Palace of Fine Arts in San Francisco. Now, tickets to these places can be expensive, costing as much as $150 each. And if you had a family of 4, you'd be spending more than $600 in one night. And that's a lot of money, and not everybody has the financial ability, nor the physical ability, to pay for the tickets, let alone make it to the concert hall. And so we need to think of another way to allow these people to experience live music without having to pay such a heavy price. So here's what I believe. Take music beyond the concert hall and out into more diverse places. Instead of expecting people to come to musicians, musicians need to come to people, where they are. So, since 7th grade, I've played regularly at the local senior center right here in Palo Alto, Channing House. And at Channing House, most of the residents are in wheelchairs or use walkers and simply aren't mobile enough to move out of their homes, let alone go to a concert hall. And so instead of them coming to me at the traditional venue of a concert hall, I go to them. And I play a wide variety of pieces for the residents, and they really seem to enjoy it. Sometimes they start humming or clapping along. Also, last year, I played at 2 public elementary schools in the San Francisco Unified School District. The first being Jefferson Elementary School, the second, Malcolm X Elementary School. And the vast majority of students at these schools come from underprivileged backgrounds and have not had the chance to study music, let alone attend a live concert at a concert hall. So I visited there with a small group of other musicians, and together we performed well-known tunes such as Happy by Pharrell Williams. We asked volunteers from the audience to come up and help conduct us. The kids especially loved that, like they make us go at extremely fast tempos. And at the end, I could tell that everyone really enjoyed the event. And one reason may be because they'd never seen anything like it before. So, at Jefferson Elementary School, as I looked out into the audience, I could see that most of the kids were just sitting there, facing their palms, looking a little bit bored. But then, there were these 3 kids towards the front, and they were listening attentively and nodding their heads slightly to the beat of our music. And these were the same 3 kids who volunteered to come up and help conduct us. They loved messing with our tempo, like making us go extremely fast to a snail's pace in a matter of milliseconds. And at the end, I could tell, they came up to us and told us, "You did good." And then they followed us out to our bus, where they waved us off, with their smile on their faces that told me that they really appreciated the outreach we did. And again, one reason may be because they'd never experienced anything like it before. So, there are already professional organizations getting music out to more people in more places. Take the San Francisco Symphony. The symphony presents informal performances. Presents performances in public elementary schools, plays music for the kids, and teaches basic musical workshops about music concepts in the students' own classrooms. Also, there's Music Kitchen in New York City. Now, Music Kitchen presents informal performances in places such as homeless shelters around the Big Apple. Music Kitchen aims to, and I quote, share the inspirational, therapeutic, and uplifting power of music with those who can't make it to concert halls. Now, both the San Francisco Symphony and Music Kitchen understand that music needs to be spread deeper into the community, to more people in more places, and not just to those people who can afford the expensive prices
to visit a concert hall. Now, here's to those musicians out there in the audience. I ask you to think again about the places you bring your music to. It's really not that hard to do so. Like, for example, call up a nonprofit after-school program and offer to play music for just 15 to 30 minutes, or 5 of your favorite pieces. My point is, it doesn't take much to do your part in bringing music out to more people and more places. So I have one last thing to say. This whole taking your passion beyond traditional boundaries concept can be applied to almost any other field. Any visual artists out there in the audience? Well, you can take your sculpting, drawing, or painting techniques beyond the studio and present them or demonstrate them at an elementary school. Any scientists out there in the audience? You can take your discoveries or findings beyond the laboratory and present them maybe at an after-school program or an elementary school. And civil engineers out there can talk about what holds up those massive skyscrapers to kids at a school. And as a whole, we can actively take our passions beyond traditional boundaries if we just think again about how we do it. So I'd like to conclude with a piece I've played many times at Channing House. It's called Tarantelle, and it's by a Hungarian composer named J.K. Mertz. So here I go in doing my part in bringing music beyond the concert hall and out into the community. Thank you for listening.